Okay, on to Capricorn. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Louise. Thank you for your support. Thanks for the likes, guys. I just did a reading for my friend who like supported me. You know, when I was just thinking about doing tarot, having watched it for years, and she said, "Oh, do a reading for me." So I still do like the odd one for her, just because she supported me. Like I might not have done it. Do you know what I mean? If she didn't encourage me, and she just said, "Oh my God, that was like so accurate." Did like a general past, present, and future. Hey, we're only 3 off 500, aren't we? It's going to happen tonight, I reckon. Latest milestone. What should my next milestone be? How many subs? It's got to be a big one, hasn't it? It's got to be 1,000. High Fantasy Summit. $10,000. Oh my God. I could only like dream of that. Do you know what I mean? But then I never thought I'd get to 500. So, I am from England, I'm the northwest of England, near Liverpool. Where's everyone listening from? You're from India? I get a lot of people watching from India, actually. I don't know if it's similar time zones. I don't think it is it? Because time zones work in like segments of an orange. They like lined up. You're watching from South Africa? That's so cool. I've been to South Africa. I absolutely loved it. I think it's so sick the way you can just connect with people all over the world. Right, so Capricorn, in the challenge position, we've got the Page of Swords, the Four of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So let's look at them both ways. So if we had all the cards in the current position, oh, for goodness sake, why have I just dropped that? It's okay. This is what feet are for. Right, the Page of Swords. We would have watching, observing, trying to gain facts, information. The Four of Wands is stability, is the 11-11 card. It's about having a public commitment, public union, a stable home. You're exclusive to one another. It's a marriage, or certainly a commitment, living together, and everyone knows about it, you know, in the town. It's widely celebrated. So that's in combination with the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is upright, so it's someone really confident, okay? The King of Wands has responsibilities. He's goal orientated. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Solar plexus activated, confident, assertive, self-motivated, highly driven, okay? In the masculine energy, they go for what they want, yeah? And then we've got the Four of Pentacles. So it looks like someone who's looking to purchase a house or going towards a property, or honouring some sort of next goal, next commitment. The Four of Pentacles, when it's upright, is saving money, conserving money. It's the Miser card. When it's reversed, it's the outgoings of money. It's like, right, I'm ready to purchase, I'm ready to spend. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why there's so many people watching in India then, if it's near midnight. I don't know, but seem to have like, well, have mostly like Americans watching. Then it's UK, then India, I think. Oh, I said I was going to discuss them because they're in the challenge. I said I would look at them the opposite way as well. So if this were the other way around, we would have the miser holding on to wealth, conserving it, not spending anything. We would have the King of Wands reversed, which is like overbearing, dominating energy, controlling. Then we would have instability, and then we would have like looking away, you know, blocking communication, ignoring. So with those being in the challenge, it's like it's to do with stability. It's to do with investment. Like, if you're going to be overly controlling, you get to hold on to money, but you don't get to find stability. If you like spend the money and make the purchase, you get stability. I don't know, something like that. Could be to do with purchasing a property or making a commitment in love. Like, you got to speculate to accumulate, right? I think something really, the biggest thing I've ever purchased was a car. And, you know, several £1,000s. It is overwhelming, and you feel the sense of responsibility. I feel that, you know, the thought of like having a mortgage, I wasn't ready for that years ago. Absolutely not. No way. You want to see the weather in the UK? I'll show you what the weather's like here. It's cloudy. It's cloudy and rainy today. But we have had months of blue sky. We've had months of blue sky. Very, very lucky with the Omega situation. Unlucky for the other countries, like Paul Lanzarote. They had all of our rain. The Page of Wands, excitement. Okay, being excited for a new adventure. I tell you what's similar to having a mortgage is like when you get a car on finance. Oh my goodness me, like the worry of that and like all that money going down the drain. Not being able to like pay it each month, like it's very, yeah, like because I don't feel that way about renting homes or anything because you just give your notice and you can end the agreement. With car finance, you're locked in, aren't you, for a decent amount of time, but with mortgages, it's like that 10 times. Yeah, it's a huge commitment. Look, there's a lot of fear and anxiety here. I've probably made it worse. I am a naturally anxious person, though. Okay. That's just my mum and dad saying they're going for a walk. Right, so this is the major for Pisces. In the story of the major arcana, the fool realizes that he must walk forwards anyway, even though some things are hidden, things are unknown. We can't project ahead and know everything before we go into it, but we must just do it anyway. You know, when you start a new job, it's never as bad, is it? Your first day is never as bad as what you think it's going to be. It's actually all right, and then you feel a bit silly, a bit foolish for like worrying so much. This is what the moon card is all about. It's about having, you know, the fear but doing it anyway. With this being reversed, it's like the fear is a little bit too much. It's making us feel like we shouldn't proceed. Right, let's see what's coming out. You're showing up as, were you showing up as a king? King of Wands. Let's see if anyone's showing up in your reading that you're dealing with, thinking about, or manifesting in. How are they feeling? Okay, someone's heartbroken. They're utterly heartbroken. They've got the Three of Swords upright. They've got that in combination with the King of Swords reversed and the Queen of Pentacles upright. The Ten of Wands. Wow. Someone's showing up in your reading that's going through a breakup. King of Swords is it's like heavy air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's talk about them one at a time. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. When the King of Swords is upright, it's someone who is very cerebral, logical, intelligent. They enjoy to think through everything for a long time before making moves. They're a strategist. Nothing's done on a whim. It's done based on facts and thinking things through. They're a person that enjoys to serve. They like acts of service. They serve their community. They help people. They like to feel useful. They can come off a bit businesslike, okay, a bit like cold or unemotional, more like they might use business talk like regards or apologies. They can be a little bit, you know, it can almost be like, that's a bit detached. When they're reversed, when swords are wielded in the wrong way, they can either block communication, because swords are communication, or they can be very manipulative and say things that are nasty, or say things to get you to behave the way that they want you to behave. This is a fantastic communicator, someone who's good at writing, good at talking, public speaking. They're able to think on their feet. So that's very positive when it's upright, but it can be used against us when it's in its reverse. Okay, so that's in combination with a Queen of Pentacles who's upright. Now, that's earth energy. Pentacles are money, time and energy, general investment, someone that's good with earning money, good with spending money. Their love language will be to buy things for people. You know, if they really feel like someone's been good to them, they care about them, they will buy them something nice, just to express, you know, that they love them. They're more materialistic. Okay, this person's more philanthropic, more about community and other people. This person's more about things and stuff. So they don't necessarily suit each other 100%, but I mean, people are just different anyway. She is upright, so she's a generous person. Now, I'm saying he and she because that's the characters on the cards, but you can be male or female. It's just that's a more masculine energy. And this person's more in the feminine energy. So this is a nurturer, someone that's concerned with, you know, everybody in their life. They're always thinking about others. This is someone that's thinking about the greater good, making the tough decisions, you know, being more streamlined in their thinking. The 10 of Wands is heavy burden for a long time. 10 is the end of a cycle. The cards run from 2 through to 10. Aces represent 1. The Fool is 0. So we're at the end of a cycle of challenges, obstacles, things that's been really tough, and there's heartbreak. You know, so having discussed all of the cards in the order that they're in, I see a divorce or separation happening here. I think this is someone that's showing up in your future. I don't think you're involved with them. You mean you feel like you're the ones on this side? Or the King of Swords? Oh, really? I'm just talking to people in the chat. I bet people watch this on TikTok later on and they're like, who is she talking to? Let's get some more cards for how they're feeling then. The Magician. The Magician has all 4 aces. They have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. They have the money to invest. They have the ambition. They have the time, the energy, the enthusiasm, the knowledge, the facts, the strategy. They have the empathy. You know, they're able to stay calm, to be patient. This is someone that they feel that they've got all the tools and they have got them. It's in the upright. It's not just a state of mind. It's reality. Okay. Yeah, that's another thing that could be happening is you could be showing up as the King of Swords reversed and they could be the Queen of Pentacles, and it could be the two of you dealing with heartbreak or separation. That's another possibility. Now we've got a King of Cups reversed. The King of Cups upright is someone who's got the feels. They're very patient, they're calm, they're understanding, very generous of heart. They don't lose their temper like hardly ever. When this is reversed, though, it's emotion used in a bad way. So maybe it's someone over emotional or under emotional. They might have gone cold instead of being warm and gooey. They might have just turned off their emotions. Okay, the cups might be empty. If cups are turned upside down, the water is lost, the emotion is lost. Or it can be over emotional, like too much emotion, you know. The Ace of Swords. So this is major clarity, a major truth, major revelation, a confession. It could be any of those things. It's some sort of like thought or communication that's significant. That's in the outcome. Let's get 2 more for the outcome. I mean, you are the goat, Capricorn, so you're someone that the sky's the limit. You will always find a way to the top. You're very determined, you know, look at the expression on the goat's face. You always find goats like halfway up a dam that's like several miles high, you know, and vertical. Or you find them like in just the most like treacherous of positions, but then unfazed by it. They're just really bizarre, aren't they? Like they're just you can't believe how they manage it, but they do it, you know, and they get down like very competently. The Emperor, what is going on here? So this is the major arcana for Aries. Now the Emperor has all 4 kings. So in the outcome, someone's incredibly accomplished, confident, they have all 4 aces. This is a major truth, a major revelation. There's huge clarity over this Emperor. He's the highest status in the tarot deck. Someone's in their divine masculine, like, I am, you know, unstoppable. I'm in control. I know what I'm doing. I have strategy. I have confidence. I have ambition. I'm calm. I'm patient. I have, you know, I have the ability to make a lot of money. This person very, very, if they were reversed, they would be overly domineering, controlling, but they're not. They're using that power in a good way. They're managing everything efficiently. They've leveled up. The Fool reversed is, well, the Fool upright, it's more Aries energy, okay? It's someone who's willing to take a leap of faith into a new chapter. With any kind of new adventure, whether that be love, career, health, you know, relocation, there's a certain amount of risk involved. Okay, but the Fool has a belief that everything will be right, it will have been the right decision. When it's reversed, it can be like, I don't want to take this leap because it's reckless, or I'm leaping without really knowing, you know, it wouldn't be an educated or calculated risk. It's just like insanity kind of thing. So either someone's jumping without having done the research, or they don't want to jump because they haven't got the facts, they haven't got the research to kind of like make them think this is a good option. But with the Emperor being upright and the major clarity, I would say that the in the outcome there's going to be a risk taken, you know, because why would we have this major clarity? I don't know. So just to recap and refresh, you're showing up as the King of Wands. They're showing up. On their side, let's say they've got the King of Swords reversed, the Queen of Pentacles upright. They've also got the King of Cups reversed. And then in the outcome, we've got the Emperor. On your side, you're showing up as a page, and you're showing up as, you know, being excited but fearful. There's this like, you know, do I go for this decision? I'm doing research. Do I go for this decision and make this investment? Something's been a real struggle and it's caused heartbreak. Then we've got the Magician. So they feel like they've got all the tools to succeed. Maybe they become over emotional about it, because why would you be under emotional about it? Unless they decide to take emotions out of it. It seems like a positive result, you know? In the outcome, we haven't got like pentacles facing down, you know, we don't have cups showing regret. Like, I'm trying to think of what it would be if it was bad news. Maybe it'd be the Five of Cups, or the Eight of Cups would be separation. The Five of Cups or Five of Pentacles would be loss of money, loss of a relationship, partnership. The Five of Swords will be verbal disagreements. The Five of Wands will be physical altercations or inner conflict, dispute. We don't have anything that looks really negative. We just don't, because I would tell you. There's so many cards that could have come out that haven't. So whether you become the Emperor or they do, there's a risk taken, and it could be perceived as a reckless one, but it looks like it goes ahead. Let's get clarity. I mean, this is a love reading, but finances affect love and whether we feel open to it, whether we have stability, if we've got our ducks in a row or not. You know, how we conduct ourselves with people is governed by how our finances are, because if we don't feel like we're in a position for love, we tend to not invest in people until we are in that position. Look, mechanical, going through the motions, checked out, routine. This kind of shows a less than enthusiastic, to say the least. Someone who's just, they've checked out, they're going through the motions, you know. In a relationship reading, this is someone that's just in something because it looks right, you know, or they've already put so much into it that it kind of would be too whimsical to kind of throw it away, but their heart's not really in it. Brief affair. Brace for a sudden ending. Short but sweet, can't last. Trusted ties. Build rapport, believe in mutual respect, and respond with understanding. Capricious. Children are involved or someone is being immature. Playful innocence. Embrace a childish spirit where baby steps lead to joy, not seriousness. I'm reading both of these because I wasn't sure which way that came out. There does seem to be a lot here about being on like two different pages. Like one person wants to take a leap of faith and the other wants to be cautious. Let's get a confession. You are the only one I see. Self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Someone they've had their heart broken and they're trying to heal. Okay, they need like a period of like alone time because there's been a huge disappointment. Communicate, compromise, forgive, and work it out. So how we feel when something first happens evolves, you know, how we feel changes and how we view a situation and its outcome. Like we start to feel differently, don't we, as we heal. We can look at things in a different way. We can feel a bit lighter about it. When it first happens, you know, we're so like down about it, but it's saying there's a need to communicate. Okay. Oh, thanks, Louise. We've got trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Ooh. Let's get messages from them. I want a fresh start with you. That will be the Ace of Wands, that number 1, because that's about a fresh start, being excited and enthusiastic for a rebirth, a do-over, approaching things differently, you know, but together. Your family won't like me. 3 is the number of community, so they're worried about judgment from people that know you. I want you to choose, okay? So they want to feel that you are still enthusiastic about this. Can you see all these cards? I hope you can. Right, so over the Ace of Swords now, which is major clarity. Wrongful advice. So someone they spoke to gave them some poor advice about this situation. The Emperor, sorry, my voice went there. The Emperor upright. And they've realised that they've had bad advice now. They sought counsel, you know, from the wrong person. Now's not the time, okay? So someone's taking control and deciding this isn't the right time. Will you choose me? So the Fool's reversed. Will you choose me? Four's a number of stability, and the fact that it says, will you choose me? It's like they want commitment. When will be the right time then? Distract yourself from the waiting game, okay? It will become clear when it's the right time. Right, let's get some advice for Capricorn. Spirit, what is your advice for Capricorn, please? If this resonates for them. Safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. It's okay to go back on a decision. You know, if you swim out and it's stormy and it's not the right time, go back. Don't be too proud to like undo something that was maybe a poor decision. Whoops. Don't know why I'm throwing that around. Your past supports your future. Everything you've experienced, it's not for nothing. You're going to take this knowledge and you're going to use it and you're going to apply it, you know, to have a more confident future. It looks like there's a little moon in there as well, doesn't it? And then one last advice. Straight out. Everything turns to light. I work to improve myself, embrace all that life brings to me, and transform darkness into light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. How nice is that? That's beautiful. very encouraging, really supportive, and that's from a different deck. That's from a totally different deck, and it's the same message. All right, I hope that resonates for some people out there. If you liked it, give it a like. If you think it would be useful for people that you know or someone that you know, please share the channel. We're on the road to 500, very, very close. I'm going to have to take my jumper off, I'm boiling. I've been like on, off, like with the layers all day. Okay, so we are going to be moving on to Aquarius. I think I should do some general readings, actually, like past, present, future for all the signs. I might, you know, because I've got the time, like, because it's it's Easter, I've got another week off. Mind you, I'm getting a bit obsessed with like work, and this is what happens, like, in my own reading that I had for Taurus. It was like you're too tempted to do more work when you should actually be taking a rest. You know, meditating is resting, playing PlayStation's like draining, getting enough sleep is resting, burning the midnight oil is not resting. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's so tempting to just keep doing more when you can. I should actually be painting and doing tie-dyeing and stuff, but maybe I've got time to do that as well. I'd say when I do tarot, it doesn't give me energy, like it's tiring, but I enjoy it. Like I get like spiritual enlightenment. I feel like I'm growing as I process. When I discuss and articulate things, I process stuff that's happened to me as I relate it to my experiences, or think about the future. Like, I suppose it's taxing on your brain, isn't it? But I love being creative, so it gives me an outlet for that, and then connecting to people is really nice as well. I wouldn't say it gives me energy, but I just enjoy it. I think you get a little buzz when you're a reader, because when something resonates for people, or you're watching tarot and it resonates for you, you just feel like you're part of something and there's a bigger purpose. And although you can't fully explain why the same card combinations are coming out, or why different channels have got the same messages coming through at the same time, which change each week or month for a sign, but it resonates for so many people. It's like there's definitely something in it. But I quite like the fact that I can't explain everything. I quite like that. Do you know what I mean? People enjoy religion without it being tangible, being able to touch it or see it. It's just there, and there's something in it, because stuff happens and you're just like, I can't believe that just happened. Like, I like it. It's nice. I tell you what, painting is enjoyable, but that's not relaxing, especially if you get something good on your painting, then you think, I'll just tweak it, and then it goes in the wrong way. Then you become a tortured artist really quickly. and it's not good. But I just love making colours. I think that's why I like do all of this. I love colour. I used to work in early years and I got to be creative with that because you have to set up the rooms with all the different areas of learning and activities. See, that used to be my outlet. My nails just pinged off. Where's that gone? Oh, for goodness sake. Where's that just gone? Oh, there it is. Let's put this nail back on. I can't be doing a reading with one nail missing. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely not an accident, Louise. My nails always match. So when I got the Sea Melodies deck, that, and I've always loved the beach, that made me want to, I saw these on Temu and I was like, I am getting them. And yeah, I went and gathered loads of stuff off the beach and then I just knew that I was going to like have this vibe. Oh my God, I got this woodwick candle like a year ago. It smells so good. It's Coastal Sunset. Oh, it's just, I can't even describe what it smells like. A lot of candles I can't stand, but woodwick candles have the nicest aroma. I've got a lavender one there. They're not so, you know, like overly, they don't overpower you. Like I hate it when you go, I hate it when you go into a shop like Lush and there's like really strong soaps or like really, you know, in a home store and there's just like thousands of candles out. It just overwhelms me. But these ones are like, they're just like subtle. It's really nice. Right, let's have a bit more of a shuffle for Aquarius. Everything you can see will be off Temu. I'm obsessed. They do make really nice stuff. In fact, that was off Amazon, the woodwick, and the woodwick, or the one was from Next. They're off the beach, obviously. Amazon and Temu are life. I'm gonna open that window actually. Need a bit of fresh air. Okay, spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Aquarius's highest good. How's Aquarius feeling in this final week of April 2025 with regards to one they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in, please? 3 cards for how Aquarius is feeling. Straight out. We've got The Two of Swords in the upright. Oh wait, there's a third one. Aquarius, you're at a crossroads when it comes to your marriage, I think. There's so much like this coming out at the moment, you know. Let's go through each one. The Seven of Cups is being at a crossroads. There's 7 cups, and in each one, hi Billy. I'm having a good day, actually. I'm right bang in the middle of my Easter break of 2 weeks off, so I'm loving life. How's your day been? Hi, Lapika. The Seven of Cups is a crossroads. It's like when you're considering different options. Now, cups don't have to be people. It's just things that matter to you. It's a dream-like state, okay? So it's trying to imagine what might be next. What do you care about? Then we had the Two of Swords. Now, the Two of Swords is when you are blindfolded and you've got closed off body language because you don't want to deal with something. And what we've got next is the Justice reversed. Now, it's the major arcana for Libra. It represents the scales of justice. It can represent an injustice in whether something is fair or unfair. It can represent marriage as well. You're at a crossroads, you're not sure what to do about some kind of injustice. Let's say that. Could be injustice generally, or it could be the legal system, the justice system. When it gets dark enough, I'm going to put, you know, like I normally have these like wooden lanterns and I put like bulbs on the top that are solar powered. I've been taking out and putting it in here and it looks so good because, you know, it's like a fishing net vibe. We've got to carry on with the theme. Right, the Four of Cups reversed has come out. This is a positive reversal. If it was upright, it will be someone who's closed off to offers of emotion from others. When it's reversed, you're becoming open to expressions of emotion, offers of cups from others. Okay? So it's warming up, becoming open to the idea of a relationship, of a future. The Devil reversed. So this is the major arcana for Capricorn. When the Devil is upright, we're codependent or we're heavily focused on, overly focused on, obsessive over something, or we can't survive without it, you know. So you could be obsessed with a person or a substance or a behavior. You might not feel you can survive without someone, you know, emotionally, physically, financially. When it's reversed, we're getting liberated from whatever toxic situation that was. We've broken free from the devil, okay? So there was, yeah, you're at a crossroads. Something was really unjust. You're becoming open to offers from other people. You released from the devil. I mean, it's very positive. Let's get some cards and see who comes out in your reading then. So that was 3 cards for how you're feeling. Let's get 3 for the one that's on your mind, the one that you're currently dealing with, or the one that you're manifesting in the future. Where are you watching from, Billy? Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups reversed and the Hanged Man reversed. So if these were upright, it would be someone who's in love and they're trying to see things from another person's perspective. With the Ace of Cups reversed and the Hanged Man, there's a very stubborn energy because this person is not trying to suspend themselves in a different way and think about how things are from other people's point of view. They're really like stubborn, like pig-headed, you know, like it's my way or the highway. And I really wanted to say it with an Aussie accent then, and I have no idea why. It's my way or the highway. Ace of Cups reversed is, it's like a lack of love. You know, when it's upright, it can be self-love, self-care. It can be being completely in love with another person. It's a massive cup of emotion. When it's empty, you know, that cup's being emptied out. Someone's got nothing to give and they're determined not to give it. It's very, very stubborn. You're watching from India. Nice. Oh my God, this Queen of Swords, she's coming out in every reading. I'm not joking. Every reading I've done today. It's winding me up. It's actually winding me up so much. Oh, it's just not good. She's always reversed as well. Right, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of like adventure, but I don't know which one I'm going to go on. Do I pick A or B? Which direction should I take? When it's reversed, we haven't made a decision, okay? We don't know which one to pick. Now, the Queen of Swords upright, and she's come out reversed. If she's upright, then she's someone who is honest, logical, cerebral. It's air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She's a fantastic communicator. In a love reading, she can be a divorce card, okay? When the swords are reversed, they're wielded in a way that's unpleasant. So it could be blocked communication, where someone's sulking, you know, they take down the social media, they don't answer any texts, like they block you. Or they're in the same room, but they walk out when you walk in, or, you know, no one's saying anything. Or it could be the other direction, and we've got communication that's nasty, that's manipulative, that's unkind words. Okay, so it's a very intelligent person, it's a very honest person, but they could be blunt, or they could be hurtful, or they could be blocked. Because the Two of Wands is reversed and they don't know what they want, I'd say they're just not speaking. It's the combination just makes me think that, and they're really pig-headed and stubborn, and they're just really like a bit bitter. There isn't love in their heart right now. Let's get one more for them. Yeah, so there's a lack of a rebirth here. If this was upright, it would be a seed, you know, with a new shoot coming out of it and all this big root system ready to grow into the future. There's all these phoenix, you know, rising from the ashes. You got all this emotion crashing about. It's a very like evocative card, isn't it? It evokes a lot of feelings, lots of emotion. Ace of Wands is like, you know, someone who's excited for a rebirth, but it's in the reverse. So they're not excited for a rebirth. They're going to move on. They've got in their boat and they're leaving the past behind. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to know. It's very clear, really, this person's stance on this side. Let's have a look at the outcome. So for the week ahead, it's bearing in mind energy's fluid. This is just a week ahead. Oops. That's a lot of cards. Oh, God. The Three of Swords. Heartbreak, heartache. Ten of Pentacles is lasting generational wealth. It's what you have normally acquired in joint assets. Two incomes. Seven of Wands upright is being competitive. Two of Pentacles is the juggler, looking for balance but not finding it. Trying to manage priorities. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Misfortune. The Three of Wands taking action. The Five of Wands. This is someone that knows what they want. They've picked A or B and now they're taking action. The Five of Wands reversed is don't want to argue. I don't want to have conflict. The Three of Cups can be third party, but it can also be celebrations. Three is a number of community, teams. Cups with three people can be celebration or it could be third party. You know, the Two of Cups is two people that are in love and they're each offering a cup of emotion. It's two people that care about each other. The Three of Cups is three people. You know, it's one too many. King of Pentacles, someone with a lot of responsibility, someone who's a fantastic provider. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, injured but prepared to keep on going. So they don't want arguments. There's misfortune. We're trying to find balance. It's competition over savings. Let's get two more for the outcome because they were a big combination. There's heartache, heartbreak, and then competition over savings, trying to avoid arguments. Trying to be generous with the money. The Star, your major arcana. The major arcana for Aquarius. The Star is healing and wish fulfillment. In the context of this reading, it could be healing. I don't think that it's wish fulfillment to have a separation or a divorce. I think it's healing. You're showing up as being in your power as your major arcana. You are the water bearer. Right, we've got arguments going on, verbal disagreements. We've got the Magician, all four aces, someone who feels really competent, like they've got all the tools to succeed, and they have. They've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. the Ace of Pentacles, they've got the money, they've got the ambition, they've got the knowledge, they've got the patience. The Hierophant, when it's upright, it's the major arcana for Taurus. It's the teacher, it's someone who's become incredibly wise from experience. It's different to the High Priestess. Those cards look very similar in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, and I used to get confused between them. But the High Priestess is about following your inner intuition, your gut, having faith, being connected to spirit. It's very like, yeah, priestess. It is what it says. It's about religion, spirituality, having faith. The Hierophant is someone who's learnt lessons. They've learnt hard lessons. They've now become, they're not the student anymore, they're the teacher, and they want to help other people, you know, on this earth, who are inexperienced, who are going to make the same mistakes as them if this person doesn't talk to them. They're very wise. When it's reversed, this person's going against what they know to be the right thing to do. It's against their better judgment. There could be a Taurus involved, with it being the major for Taurus. There's a lot of arguments, there's healing. There's a lot of like disputes over money. You're getting free from the devil and you're becoming open to offers from other people. Okay, so it's just very clear that you feel like you want out of something. This person that's showing up is closed off to love. They're bitter, they're disconnected, they're blocked, they're not talking to you. So I don't know if you want out from them or you're in no communication with this person, or you're getting out of something that's totally separate to this person. I think it's the one that you're dealing with, to be honest. I think they're mad as hell. I think they're mad as hell. I shouldn't laugh, but it's just, you know, the stubborn energy, the closed off energy. Oh dear. Crushed. You are hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you jump in again. This person's incredibly damaged from heartache, from what they've gone through, and they're just in a space of needing to shut off from everyone. Hidden thorns. Look beyond the romance to discern true intentions. They've been deceived by people and it's made them really bitter. Flight plans. Sometimes things fall apart for better things to come. Okay, so they're out of whatever they were in. Good riddance to bad rubbish in their minds, you know. If this is for people who are not involved, and this is someone that you're just aware of that you want to connect with, and that's why they're on your mind, but they, you know, they're shut off. When would communication resume between Aquarius and the one that's showing up in their reading? Things happen sooner when you focus energy on you. So even though you would like to be in, if you're someone that's an Aquarius and you wish to be in contact with this person and that's why they're coming out in your reading, you need to focus on yourself for a bit. Okay, there's some sort of like reason why you two are apart right now. and they're really trying to just heal. Okay, so it wouldn't be fair to interrupt that. Not right now. Let's get a confession from the one that's showing up in your reading. They are being very stubborn. I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. Right, so they're not saying anything because they actually don't know what they would say. Which means if they do talk to you at some point, you know it's genuine. You know they're just saying like things organically, like it's not premeditated, it's not planned, it's not going to be vicious, you know, it's just going to be genuine, like from the heart and honest. There's no games going on here. Let's get messages from them. I could be your hero, baby. They want a soul connection with you. I meant what I said. If you had conversations with this person about this before, everything they've said, they meant it, whether it's good or bad. They just spoke honestly. A Queen of Swords is honest, okay? They might be blunt, but they mean what they say. Seek professional advice in order to understand one another better. In order to feel like they can trust, they would want to seek professional advice, i.e. like a counsellor or, you know, a therapist or a mediator. Someone who's trained to help you to communicate effectively. You know, yes, you can talk to each other, but if you word things, just your word choice can really affect how someone receives a message, and the way that they receive it, it can be taken wrong or misunderstood or misinterpreted. So a mediator is someone who, they have to be neutral and they have to be professional, and they will sit and they will observe you two trying to communicate, and they will say, look, I think what they mean is this, or no, what they mean is that, because there's so many misunderstandings go on. And if there isn't a third person there, you two will just, you'll lose it, do you know what I mean, really quickly. And people behave better when there's an extra person in the room. They misbehave and it gets really over emotional, and then you stop listening to each other, and before you know it, you know, it's just over before you've even started the conversation, because you're hearing the wrong thing from each other. Love me. So that's what we've got over the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. The Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, the Three of Wands, the Five of Wands reversed, the Three of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. This person is heartbroken and they want to be in love. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. That's over the Star card, your major arcana. I'm terrified. That's over the Hierophant reverse. So this person believes that they're going against their own better judgment to get involved with you. They think it's going to result in arguments, despite having the tools to succeed. You know, that's not always proven like to work out for them. You know, you can have the money, you can have the tenacity, you can think that you've got the knowledge, and the patience, but if it's not the right person, it falls flat, doesn't it? You end up getting screwed over by someone. You know, if you badly invest, like, it's not about you didn't have enough money to invest or you didn't have the ambition. Yeah, but we can all malinvest in stuff, in people, things, ventures. If you're an Aquarius and this is the person that you're married to, I think you want out of the relationship. You say it's toxic and they are, you know, really pissed off and they want to do counselling. There's two stories that it could be. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savouring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. They might feel like they just want to meet and actually talk, you know, whether this is someone that you wish to see or someone that you wish to separate from. They're looking for a healthy conversation in the daytime and to discuss things, you know, in a way that's like comforting. Five is a number of change. With that, I meant what I said. Could be the Five of Swords. That's communication. Distance. You and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant. Well, I think we established that, didn't we? Illusions. Be aware of love's illusions and see reality clearly. Star. Oh, that's cute because it's you are the star, you're Aquarius. Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. Secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. Ooh. You've got a card about secrets and illusions. You've got a card about optimism. Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. And then it says there, I could be your hero, baby, but they've got their cup is totally empty. So I think they're keeping their emotions locked up and away from you. Well, you might be able to get that out of them in a friendly meeting if this is someone that you want to be with. They're really scared. They're absolutely terrified. What do I need to do now? Let's get advice. Advice for Aquarius, please. I didn't know whether it was choosing that or not. There we go. That's decisive. Protection. Keep some aquamarine close. Mermaid's tears have been known to create these precious gems. This one baffles me a little bit, but protection. Keep some of your own emotions. I'm just going to read this as like, keep some of your own emotions for yourself. I don't know why I'm I don't know, just because the main thing is protection. It's a bit ominous, that, isn't it? They've also got, I want to talk to you, but I don't know what to say. Illusions, secrets, a star. Love me, I could be your hero. I've never felt this way before. Perhaps you give a lot of yourself, Aquarius, to love interests, and it's drained you of your emotion as well. It's a bit cryptic, that one. Thanks for the likes, guys. Thank you. Whoops. Celebrate your wins. Okay, what I'm getting now that that's come out is you're very emotional about this person. Okay, but you need to focus on yourself, because we've got this, things happen sooner when you focus on yourself. They're like desperately in need of time to heal. That's a cockerel, isn't it? Celebrate your wins. You know what that says? I'm just reading this intuitively, but like a cockerel like struts about, doesn't he? And he looks good, and you know, he's got all the like plume of feathers that's all colourful, and he's the boss. I think you're being encouraged to celebrate your life, celebrate what's going well, and work on your physique, work on your hobbies, your passions. Take a pride, and you know, that's how you are attractive, that's how you attract people. And we had here we had your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. You know, act like the cock. And I don't mean be an arsehole, I mean be a cockerel, you know. Show off like what you're made of, what you're about, that you're someone to be with. Because people run away from those that are just sort of drained and run down, and they're starting to look like life's too much for them. It's not attractive, do you know what I mean? But when you sort of take time for yourself, you live your life in a way that you're authentically happy, it's really attractive. There's nothing better. And I'm not saying pretend, I'm saying actually be happy, do you know what I mean? This one's coming out a lot. In God's hands. My trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guides my heart and my choices. My faith is steady and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. Okay, so Aquarius, if that resonated, if you liked that, please give me a like, please. Please subscribe, share the channel. Okay, we're on the road to 500. I think we're going to get there tonight, hopefully. Right, let's tidy up these cards and we'll go on to Aquarius. I don't know what that person's talking about. He keeps coming on saying nonsense. I read it, reread it again. I thought, I just don't know what you're talking about, mate. He's not talking about the tarot anyway. Okay, on to Pisces. Spirit guides, universe and angels, please stand beside me and guide me for Pisces' highest good. How is Pisces feeling in this final week of April 2025 with regards to what they're thinking about, dealing with or manifesting in? 3 cards for how Pisces is feeling first of all. Right, heartbreak. Well, it's not heartbreak from like a relationship's over. It's like realizing the other person doesn't feel the same or you don't feel the same. Okay, so the 2 of Cups when it's upright is the beginning of a cycle. It's early days, you've been dating, okay, but maybe they don't feel the same as you do. Like you said, I love you, and they haven't and they won't, you know, and it might have forced the issue a little bit of where this is going. So it's not like you've had a full relationship and you're heartbroken. It's not a 3 of Swords, but it's like coming to the realization the other person hasn't got the feels and you have, or something like this. The Justice reversed. That's a shame. Feels unfair. So I'd say that they don't feel the same. You know, they don't feel as strongly as you do. Page of Pentacles, you wanted to invest. You're looking to invest in someone. The Page of Pentacles is someone who's observing, they're watching, they're waiting. Okay, Knights make moves. Pages observe. Okay, they're young, they're naive, they're at the beginning of their journey. I don't view pages as children. I see them as just someone who's at the beginning of a cycle. They haven't started it, they're just kind of like optimistic, you know. You wanted investment. Pentacles is time, money and energy. If it was a Knight of Pentacles, it'd be someone who's dating, with a view to having a relationship. If it's a Knight of Wands, it's a player, you know, they just want the sex. So this is someone that wanted to invest. You're wanting to invest in a relationship. Oh my God, are you joking? Or are you actually joking? The Queen of Swords come out in every single reading. I swear to God. I'm tired of seeing it. Right, see, this is for their feelings. Oh my God, we've got the King and the Queen of Swords. This is divine counterparts, but they're both reversed. It's masculine and feminine energy. These are two people that literally suit one another. They're a matching suit, the swords. The King and the Queen of Swords. If you were upright, I'd say it's positive, but you're both in the reverse. So there's either no contact or nasty words being thrown about or manipulation happening. You're both very cerebral, intelligent. You love to help the community. Acts of service is your love language. If you are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy, you enjoy helping other people. You know, you're always thinking about that wider community and what you can do for others. You're fantastic writers, speakers. Everything is well thought out. Nothing's done on a whim. You're kings and queens, so you're very responsible. You're in control. You're good at what you do. When it's reversed, though, the communication could be right off. You could be arguing or you could be blocking each other. The Queen of Swords can also be a divorce card in a love reading. I don't know which one you are, Pisces. I don't know if you're showing up as the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords. Or you were dealing with someone that's involved, that's going through a divorce with their Queen of Swords or their King of Swords. I mean, with the Justice reversed, not only could you feel like something's unfair, but you could feel like vows are being broken. And it's because they don't feel the same way that you do. Or you wish to invest in someone that is in the middle of a divorce or about to get divorced. Let's see what else comes out for how they're feeling. The Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Devil reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Let's start from the back. So the Knight of Pentacles, as I was saying before, is someone that's traveling towards a person that they've recently started to date, and they wish to invest in them. They wish to have a proper relationship. When it's reversed, it's like the horse is going the other way. It's like, no, I don't want to invest, or I wish to withdraw investment. The Devil is the major for Capricorn. When it's upright, there's a toxic behavior or dependency, connection, bad habit. It's something, you know, it's our devil. When it's reversed, we're getting free from the devil. The Eight of Wands upright is progress. Okay, it's fast action. Pentacles is two incomes put together to create lasting generational wealth. You know, money for your children, money for your children's children, money for elderly parents. It's what comes out of marriage you know, or a seriously long-term living situation. The Seven of Wands is competition, trying to maintain the advantage, trying to have the high ground. Maybe this relationship, this marriage has turned toxic because you're both in the reverse and there's arguments, disputes over finances. Someone wants to withdraw investment, withdraw savings, split up assets. A lot of the readings tonight have been about separation. The King of Cups reversed with the Ten of Cups upright. Now this is coming out for their feelings. The King of Cups, when it's upright and it's come out reversed, when it's upright, it's someone who is an empath. They're very understanding, they're very calm, they're patient, they're generous of emotion, they're very forgiving, very caring. When it's reversed, it could be too much water, too much emotion, or they've turned off their emotions, they've gone cold. The Ten of Cups upright is a happy family life. It's everyone in the household having their cup filled because they're just so satisfied, they're happy, they're content. You know, kids are happy, spouse is happy, parents are happy. It's familial bliss. But the King of Cups is reversed, so it's either overwhelming emotion or emotionally blocked, cut off. I don't think it is a happy family life because the King and the Queen are showing up both in the reverse. So it's quite negative, actually. And then we've got feuding, competition, who's going to get the money, who's going to get the house, maybe. The Devil reversed. The Knight of Pentacles, withdrawal of investment. The Eight of Wands, fast action, fast communication, progress. Yeah, because on your side, you've got the Page of Pentacles wanting to invest. You've got the Justice reversed, the Two of Cups reversed. So you want this situation. I don't think they do. If this is your person and you are currently married or involved, or you're hoping for marriage, you want it, and they don't, or if you're observing and would like to invest in someone who's getting divorced or is unhappily married, they want out of that marriage. Whoever this is wants out of whatever this is. They don't want it, and it's very established. It's divine counterparts. It's a contract, a soul contract with a family. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. It's like a marriage of 2 decades or something. It's like a long-term, seriously long-term commitment. They want out. So you're either a third party that's waiting for this to occur, or you are the person that wants to be together and they do not. Well, it looks a bit toxic, to be honest. Maybe it wasn't toxic before, but it looks like it's gone toxic. Let's get 3 cards for the outcome. The Knight of Cups reversed. So someone's gone from a King of Cups reversed to a Knight of Cups reversed, like they're making a getaway. They're switched off, they're checked out emotionally. That horse is galloping at like lightning speed away. Six of Swords, leaving the past behind. They're in their boat, they're sailing off into the future. Five of Wands reversed, they don't want to argue. The Chariot is, again, it's the major arcana for Cancer, but it's travel, you know, in terms of like seeking victory. The Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. The Four of Pentacles, conserving wealth. Someone's withdrawing and, you know, and saving and conserving. They're withdrawing money, they're withdrawing emotion. They're in a state of like moving forwards, leaving the past behind. Let's get one more for the outcome. The Seven of Swords reversed. Lying, cheating and stealing has been exposed. Some kind of secrets have been exposed here. Or they're going to be exposed in the outcome. Now, whether that's just someone keeping it to themselves that their feelings have changed, that, you know, that could be like the sum total of like lying is admitting the truth or keeping things hidden. But generally the Seven of Swords can be a bit more sneaky than that. There's a bit more strategy with the Seven of Swords. It's like, you know, having your own little secret life somewhere, or, you know, dirty dealings going on, keeping it secret. Is someone in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, it's someone, you know, like they're trying to get away in the middle of the night with all the swords, so it's more deceptive behaviour. Right, so whoever this is that's showing up in your reading, whether it's your spouse or someone that you desire to be with, gold digger, in it for what they can get, money hungry, self-serving. So either they are money hungry or they're dealing with someone who's money hungry and self-serving. Turbulence, heal unresolved conflicts with kindness, not anger. So there's a need to avoid drama, you know, and get this resolved quickly and as pain-free as possible. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun, flirting, want to date. So someone wants out because they realised they were the gold digger, right? And they want fun and romance, they want to date, they want like to be in something genuine with someone. They don't just want to be used for money. And that's true because the King of Cups is reversed. They checked out of this family dynamic. Hi, Sri. Let's see if we can get any more clarification. Yeah, intimacy. They want to be genuinely intimate. Sexual chemistry, reminiscing. They miss having genuine intimacy with someone. It's gone too financial. It's too like, you know, money focused. The reasons for staying together are for family. They're for, you know, assets. But you have to be genuinely, authentically happy with where you are. and fulfilled, because it's your life. You've only got one life and you only get to do this once. So you can have a chapter with someone and it can close out and you can have a new chapter by yourself or with someone else, but you can't live your life miserably and avoid having super regrets about it. You know, you're just like a shell, aren't you, before you know it. If you keep resenting the situation that you're in because you're in it for other people's benefit, that's not going to fulfill you. And there's a lot of life left to live. You don't want to be wishing it away. And neither does this person. They don't want to be wishing it away. Let's get a confession from them. I think you're very funny. I mean, humour, having a good sense of humour and good banter is an aphrodisiac for people, because when we laugh, we feel endorphins, we feel happy hormones. You know, they feel good about you. They like your sense of humour. I could be your hero, baby. I think this person is leaving something to be with you. You matter. You matter to them. Okay, with intimacy, humour. I want to start a family with you. They're in love with you. That's why they don't want to be where they are. That makes sense now why you were showing up as a page. Because I think they're divorcing someone they're already with. And they want to start a family with you. I just want you all the time. That's over the 10 of Cups. They want to start a family with you. Right, Knight of Cups reversed has got, I would do anything for you. They're leaving their person because they're so romantic, like thinking about you. What's good is we're not getting wands, we're getting cups. Okay, we're not getting wands. It's not just sex. Okay, they've got intimacy. They want emotional connection. They want investment. They want familial bliss. Okay, so it's a beautiful outcome. I just want space. Okay, so while they're kind of leaving the past behind, they don't want drama. They need victory because they're having to be really strong and they need to conserve some wealth. So they need a bit of space, okay, while they sort of like get their head together and get their ducks in a row. We've got the Seven of Swords. That makes sense now why this has been exposed, because it could be, you know, you might have had to sneaky link or do stuff behind people's backs and be discreet. Or I still think it's at the beginning. I still think it's at the beginning of something, but it's definitely not being out in the open. It's something hidden. People don't know about this. I'm afraid to talk to you. I wonder if you don't know that they're married or that they're getting divorced, or, you know, they just don't know what to say to you. I don't know. It might be someone that's not comfortable with expressing themselves, making themselves vulnerable, crushed. You are hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you jump in again. Okay, so maybe they're not sure about how you're going to receive this news that they need time, you know, to themselves. Maybe they think you're going to say, well, you can't love me then, or it's over. But they're just like trying to heal from what they're trying to process what they've been through, and closing that out takes a bit of time, and then they'll be ready to be involved with you. They want to start a family with you. They want to be a hero. They want a soul connection. They'd do anything for you. It's all cups here, so it's all good. They're not going anywhere. They just need time to process what they're going through. It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot to divide assets, to have divorce, to upset children, to announce things to parents, like have to explain things to friends. Like, it's a lot, and people can make it really difficult. Even if they make it like as pain-free as possible, it's still sad. Unexpected joys, life surprises and gifts, opening doors to unforeseen adventures. This is definitely like, they're definitely going to move into a new life with you, but they're still crushed by the change. It's massive, life changes. It's tower moment, beyond belief. So everything's going to change. The landscape of their life is like falling apart. So, okay, stuff's going to fall together, but it doesn't feel comfortable. Nothing about this is comfortable, okay? Yeah, flirtation, wanting to date. I could be a hero. I was just checking that I've pulled all the cards that I need to. Apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. Window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. Heartbreak. Heartbreak is part of the human experience. It will pass. I think that's one for the cross-watcher, but it could be for you. You might have felt heartbreaking with the Two of Cups reversed. Secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. Okay, so they could have said that they're already divorced, or told you that they're platonic with their partner, and they might not have told you they've got kids. They might not have told you that they've been used for money. I don't know, but there was definitely like secrets here, because we had the Seven of Swords card reversed, didn't we? Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. Yeah, they're afraid to talk to you about something that they haven't told you about yet, so I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's the fact that they're going through a divorce. When is this going to come together? Let's get a timing. In the nearest future? Very nice. Okay, so you're going to reconcile, you're going to talk it through in the nearest future. Let's get you some advice then. Advice for Pisces, please. Safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. If you've already kind of thrown the gauntlet down and given ultimatums, or you've already sort of had a big hissy fit, and sort of called it off, gone cold on this person, it's okay. Like, you can go back on what you said. It's not too late. You can go back on what you've done. It's not too late, okay? But some kind of action or verbiage is regrettable, I think. It's okay to go back on a decision. shift the way to new potential. Ooh, that's not come out before. You're going through a powerful shift, and so is this person too. Everything is, culminating in this tower moment for them. But it's going to make way for something better. You are epic. I love this one. So believe in yourself. Believe that you are special. This person, they think you're really funny. They actually want to make a family with you. They want to be your hero. So, they want those things because of who you are. It's not for money. It's not for anything, like sex. I'm sure those things are all good, but they have so many cups for emotion and such brilliant thoughts about a future together with you, a familial future, harmonious family life. So that is really, really nice. Freedom. I realise my wounds create doubt, resentment and guilt, so I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. Okay, so don't feel pessimistic about this anymore. Don't feel pessimistic about this anymore, okay? Because it's not as terrible a situation as what you think. This is the situation. In actual fact, this is the situation. So you're going to have your Two of Cups. You're going to be able to invest. You are going to get your justice. All in good. All in in due course. Yeah. Let it play out. All right. Take care, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please give me a like, share the channel, support the channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who continues to tune in. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend. I will split up these lives into individual readings and I'll post them as I always do. But thank you for coming into the lives and tuning in. It helps to like put me through the algorithm, and I like to hear things resonate for people. It's good confirmation for me, and it's nice to connect. I miss it when I don't do the lives. I do like to connect. Even if it's just to chat crap. I was watching before I was watching Lightyear, the movie, Buzz Lightyear movie, the spin-off from Toy Story. It's actually so epic. I really enjoyed it. We were all just like wowed by like the plot and like the twists and turns and the drama and the humour. It was brilliant. Some family movies are actually more entertaining than like proper ones, aren't they? They're so well written and designed. I do like a movie. Right, enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you wanted to watch any of the other signs, just go to the lives and scroll down. Okay, you'll see like the latest ones, and I should have put in the title which signs. I tend to do like 3 per video, going from Aries through to Pisces. Have a lovely rest of your evening or your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.